What's up, y'all? It's your boy Eric Flo, and we live from my room in a men's shelter, East Brooklyn, New York. East New York, Brooklyn. You know, it sounds probably confusing, but East New York is actually a part of Brooklyn. Um, One of the grittiest parts, right? I want to talk about like that video I had just recently posted that y'all seen about like me and Shorty getting into it. Like we had that random argument, and then I made that vid. And walking through the gas station and all that. I just want to speak on some more stuff about that situation. I want to talk about the side effects of being honest with your girl and the side effects of like just having a sight addiction and just what comes with being real with your shorty with that, because like she not gonna be the only, she not the only shorty that feel this way about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like any girl would. Like I've spoken on, like, how would you feel if you were the girl and she got an addiction to watching men stroke themselves until they bosh? You know what I'm saying? Like it's women that actually like content like that. Actually enjoy watching a man record himself do that. And that would definitely probably make you feel insecure if your girl, like I've done to my girl, call her one day and be like, yo, babe, I relapsed. And then you may think, yo, I'm not even watching people like, do it. I'm not watching no man crack shorty. Like I'm just watching shorty clap it. But you fail to realize that you forget, because us as men, sometimes we could be very inconsiderate because we caught up in our own pride and ego trying to, heal from that, coming from a low vibration. We be caught up in our own world. We forget about how things we do affect other people. When we get in our pride and our ego, we just want to do what we want to do. But yet we get mad at women for doing the same thing. It's like, that's why it's a gender war going on. But we're going to speak more about that, right? I feel like my perspective on stuff like that is needed, but that's a whole nother video, right? So yeah, like, she has the right to feel that way. And I be coming to my senses trying to understand that she has the right to feel messed up and insecure and just whack about her boyfriend, somebody that she loves very much, sitting there watching a female clap her booty, and I'm over here clapping my pillow to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's whack. To the point where, like, if I told her like, yo, I ended up looking at your videos that you sent me, and then I started doing it to that too, then it's like you don't even feel like she even really believe you or like it's genuine. Now she just kind of feel like you just saying stuff just to like make her feel better. So it's like, but one thing you gotta accept for me is that the truth hurt, right? The truth hurt. And you can't be mad that when you keep it real with somebody and it hurt them. Like, that's just what come with being honest. So accept that when you want to live this life of being real, that it's going to hurt people. It's going to hurt the people that you love, and it's going to hurt you to hurt the people that you love, and it's going to hurt you to even have to be that real about that in the first place. So it's a lot of hurt that comes with being real. And it's going to make your ego and your pride surface, right? Because now you're going to be playing defense after you trying to be real with people. It's like you being real, but then once you see how people react to your realness, it's going to make you want to close up again and be in your ego and be in your pride, but at its highest form. That go deep. But see, it's okay to let that surface, because once that surfaces, at least you'll be able to fight that battle now, because you'll see the issue is not anything else but that it's just uncomfortable, being real and having to keep up with being real all of the time. It's just uncomfortable having to do that, right? Like, the argument that we had prior to me making that video in the gas station was, she was telling me how she wants to do more yoga and, lean out more, eat less, stuff like that. And I'm like, yes, that's beautiful. I'm proud of you. But she's like, oh, I just don't know how you're going to feel about me not really working on my booty that much. Because, we had a little phase where she was like working on her booty so much and it grew so huge, bro. Like, yo. Yeah. And it's tough though, because I could tell it was messing with her mental health though, because even though, you know, we understood that from a biological standpoint, a man loves the woman with a round butt, whether we hitting it from the back or we hitting it from the front. Even seeing a woman laid on her back and then you could just see the butt sitting there from the bottom. Like, you know, I don't want to be too descriptive because I don't want to like trigger nobody, but you know what I mean? Like, it's still like a beautiful sight to see. And from a biological standpoint, the reason why us as men love that is because, for one, from what I can remember off the top of my head, we just love that, you know, from a biological standpoint, it shows that she can carry a baby without having a problem. She can easily carry a baby. And a lot of us men subconsciously fear having babies with women because we don't want them to be hurt. We don't want them to die. There's women that have babies and die, bro. And I don't know if this is a fact, but I'm sure that maybe those women that actually ended up dying from, you know, birth probably has something to do with them not having a big booty. Like, what if it goes that deep, bro? Like I said, sometimes I just get on here and chop it up, bro. Like, I'm not trying, like, I don't get on here and expect everything I say to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm doing my yoga pose that I do every morning. Check me out. No homo, because I'm going to show that. But, like, you know what I'm saying? And I got so much tension in my legs, bro. Like, when you do this pose, like, feel the, damn, pause. But feel that part of your leg and like, feel how tense that is, bro. It'll inspire you because, like, there's so much blood flow that could, like, flow, pause, to, like, your piece and all that. And all of this walking that we doing, all this walking that I be doing, all this jogging that I be doing, I'm building up blood flow. I don't even have to take supplements that enhance blood flow. Because as long as pardon me if y'all can't really see me properly. I'm trying to make sure the lighting is right. Y'all can, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can see me though. But it's already so much blood flow in our legs that is trapped for so long. You probably don't even need to take supplements that increase blood flow. You probably just got to release the tension in your body so that the blood flow that you already have can flow through your body. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to tell her. I was like, listen, it's okay if you don't really want to do booty workouts right now. It's not like you're going to stop forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the beauty about yoga is that it's going to get blood flowing throughout your body to where you won't even have to really work on your butt. You could do a 20-minute booty workout, and because you doing so much yoga and so much blood is flowing throughout your body, you're not going to have to do much, and your butt is going to grow faster and probably more dense and bigger. And I was trying to get her to understand that, but I could tell her mental health was so screwed up because of how many times I've relapsed to the site. And it's so bad because she knows all of the site stars that I like. So it's like, I know for a fact, that's like, for example, and I be feeling so bad about this sometimes. Like, for example, let's say you a dude that, like, got a 5-inch piece, and your girl telling you that this is bad. Like, this is a great perspective for me to, like, put in perspective for fellas. You got a 5-inch piece, and your girl tell you that she's addicted to watching men, you know, stroke themselves. Now, you, out of curiosity, let's say, of course, this is something that a guy would never tell another guy, but let's say within your relationship, y'all have that kind of relationship to where maybe other people might not know about this, but you may ask her, like, hey, like, who are these guys? And there's some guys that are real enough to maybe admit that they will want to know. Me, personally, I'm going to keep it a buck. I would probably want to know. I'm going to keep it a buck. I would be curious. I would be very curious to know who they are. And I know that if I had a 5-inch piece and she's watching dudes stroke themselves that's like mandingos, like, you're going to be tight. Like, you're going to be tight. You're going to feel low self-esteem. It's going to be trapped in your head. You're going to feel like she doesn't enjoy you at all. You're going to feel like she's settling for you. You're going to feel like you're just going to have so many negative thought patterns running through your mind, bro. Like, it's just so bad what sight addiction can do in so many different ways, bro. It's like it messes you up, and then it messes up, like, your relationship with a woman. Like, it actually ends up going so deep, bro. So take that into perspective, that if you are not in a relationship right now, please stop watching the site and conquer yourself before you get in a relationship. I'd say I express myself about the imperfections of my relationship dealing with a woman, with my imperfections of my self-development journey, because I want you to learn from my mistakes. Sometimes that is the greatest, sometimes that is what leaders have to do, bro. Leaders have to just expose themselves so that other people can learn from their mistakes. It's not about getting on here being perfect and always living a perfect life. And no, bro, sometimes being a leader is just, allowing people to learn from the same stuff that you're learning from. Because the way that I learn from it, you may learn from it differently. Because the way I learn from it is a different process. I go through it and then I process. But yet, if I want you to learn from it, I got to process it. I got to go through it, process it, and then get on here and communicate it all at once, which means that there are a collective more amount of downloads that you can take from my own experience. And that goes deep. Like I said, I'm on here to change the YouTube game. I'm on here to change how men present themselves, bro. It's time for men to be human so that people don't feel like we robots. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, with women, a lot of women get confused that we don't understand them, but yet y'all present yourselves in ways that y'all hiding. And same thing goes for men. So it's like we over here having a whole gender war, but we don't even understand each other because we don't present ourselves in a real way. Why is it normalized that, oh yeah, in the dating world, just accept that you don't really know that person until a year or two? So it's like we already know that we're not being real with each other from the rip, and we know that, and we still interact with each other. Really think about how weird that is. But I don't want to go off on a tangent on that. I want to speak on my relationship. So yeah, we ended up, the whole purpose of when I made that video in the gas station, walking through the gas station, was because she just was feeling triggered that because she wanted to do something for herself, that she was worried about how I was going to feel about it. And then I ended up feeling triggered by that because are you looking at me like some sort of I just feel like a weirdo for that. Would you feel like I won't want you to want to do your own thing and do yoga especially? I love yoga. I want to master yoga too. And I even told her to be relatable. I'm like, me as a man, I want to be good. I want to be a better man for you too. And it triggers me sometimes, but not trigger, but it triggered me I want to be the dude that's super built on some I don't know, not to bring up another man, but just to give you an idea, a Michael B. Jordan type of body. So where you riding me, you know what I'm saying? I told her, I was at the end of the day, good poom is all that matters. I love you, you're beautiful, you healthy, you know what I'm saying? You sexy, and you have a nice booty already. You know what I'm saying? And you doing yoga is also going to work on your booty. I remember I used to, be a pervert to this, one yoga lady on Instagram. And she was this brown skin lady that was known for mastering yoga. And she said that the reason why her booty is the way it is because of just straight yoga. She said she has a yoga booty. And I'm going to be real. At that time, I felt like that was the most perfectest booty that I've ever seen in my life. And she claimed that she never did booty workouts and she only did yoga. I'm not trying to sound weird. I'm just being real about how I felt about it at that time. And no, I'm not going to tell you who it is. So don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was trying to tell her. And I'm of course, and to make that point about how I said poem is everything, me personally, I know I got good D. So sometimes, I'm in a phase right now where I want to master yoga and cardio. I'm not really, motivated to want to do 1 million push-ups every day. I'm going to get back to that, but I've been really prioritizing my lower body, my blood flow, and yoga, meditation, and my mental health, And I be wanting to have more money in my pocket. I be wanting to be bigger, physique-wise, but it's just certain things that I'm in a phase right now where I'm just prioritizing these things. And I told her, I was that's okay because I'm going through the same phase you're going through. I wanted to be super swole, but I don't really care to be super swole right now. Like, I'm about to do my push-ups as soon as I get off this video. I'm going to the park to go to the calisthenics park to do some push-ups. And then I'm going to go work. And then I'm going to go upload these videos, you know, process them for monetization. You know what I'm saying? But that was pretty much why we argue. And the reason why I'm making this video is just to put in perspective about, we argue sometimes about why we love each other. Like, literally, that'll be what a relationship will come with sometimes. And I just want y'all to take that into perspective and not think that, yo, you know, we can't never get into stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't be never wanting to get into stuff, bro. It'd be whack feeling that energy. Or like whack that I lose control and I'll be like, yo, forget you, get out of here. I'll be almost deleting memories that we have. And then when we come back collectively and get over it and come to our senses, like, dang, why I delete that? So sometimes, like, what we doing now, we taking like 2 days space right now. Be doing my thing, she gonna be doing her thing. We still together, but it's good to do that sometimes. Like, just take some days off, work on yourselves, do your own thing, come back, y'all gonna miss each other. It's gonna be good vibes. And plus it's tough because at the end of the day, we are long distance. If she was with me in person, things would be a lot different all the time. You know what I'm saying? Being around me versus like hearing my voice all day, it's like, it's a different experience. So like long distance is very difficult. So I would advise men to, like, you know, take heed to that. Like, it's not like I chose this life to be in a long distance relationship. I would have more liked to be in a relationship with somebody that was not in another country. But, you know, you can't control how you feel about someone. I can't control how I love her and that I'm not really interested in building with anybody else. You know? Just like I can't control the love that I have for my mother, even though I don't like the relationship that we have. Sometimes you got to be careful with your heart, because sometimes when you fall for somebody, it's just that. And I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. Don't play around with poom, bro, because poom is dangerous. Once you start really having a bunch of raw intercourse with a woman, you know, you might really end up catching feelings for even a thought. There's dudes out here that wife thoughts, bro, because maybe she done slurped them up crazy. You know, that's a whole another conversation. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I just wanted to put that in perspective. Like, we ended up getting triggered because of just how much we love each other. I got mad that she would think that I wouldn't want her to work on herself in a way that works for her to be happy. And then she got triggered that her wanting to work on herself would then make me feel like, or ask her like, yo, why you ain't doing booty workouts? Or like, and I'm like, bro, why are you thinking about me like that? But then she wasn't even thinking about me like that. She just wanted to put into perspective that she cared enough about how I feel about her working on her body. And she just wanted to, like, give me the clarification I needed about that. But then that would also give me triggers. I'm like, yo, why do you feel like you have to tell me you don't want to work on your booty for a while? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we argue sometimes about dumb stuff, but it's like not dumb because it's like it ends up being how much we love each other. And yes, this whole time I have been doing this workout, and the longer I do it, the more tension you start to feel, like literally, I would say like 2 inches from like your sack. And that lets you know how much tension that you have in that area. But yeah, I just want to put that in perspective. I'm about to, you know, go about the rest of my day, get my smoothie and everything like that. But just take heed, bro. When a woman loves you, she'll be triggered by how much she loves you. And express her being triggered because the truth hurts. And when she truly realizes and accepts how much she loves you, it will make her feel uncomfortable, right? Because they process their exact emotion that they're feeling. So if the truth hurts, take heed to the fact that when you tell your woman the truth, that is going to hurt her. And give her time to process that. Don't let your ego and pride get scared and try to body snatch you because, you know, you are not liking what comes with you living in a real frequency. Like, you get mad at yourself when you relapse, right? So don't get mad at somebody else that cares about you when you tell them something that you're going through that's not good. They care about you just like you care about yourself. So they're going to be disappointed just like you would be disappointed in yourself, right? I guess I'm going to leave it at that. Peace and love. We're going to have more talks like this soon, just like chopping it up. If you lasted throughout the whole length of this video, drop a 722. If you're going through anything with your girlfriend, or you want any advice, about relationships or about women, hit me up. Go look through my description and holler at me. Peace and love. Keep flowing and growing.